A stick figure looks into a mirror. The reflection is energetic and confident, while the real version looks tired and messy. What if your life looked completely different, just 30 days from now? Not because you won the lottery, not because you got lucky, but because you became a different person. Here's something most people never realize. Your future isn't built by giant life-changing moments. It's built by tiny choices you repeat every day. And today, I'm going to show you a simple 30-day system that can completely reinvent the way you think, act, and live. The best part? You don't need more motivation. You just need a better strategy. Let's begin. Stick figure writes, "New year, new me." Then immediately lies on the couch eating chips. Have you ever promised yourself, "I'm going to change. I'm finally going to work out. I'm going to stop procrastinating"? For a few days, everything feels amazing. Then life happens. You skip one workout. One productive day turns into 3 lazy ones. And suddenly you're back where you started. Why? Because most people try to change their actions without changing their identity. That's like painting a broken wall instead of fixing the foundation. Real reinvention starts inside, not outside. 2 paths appear. One leads to a successful future version. The other leads to an older version still making excuses. Imagine 2 versions of yourself. Version 1 keeps making the same decisions, same habits, same excuses. 1 year later, nothing changes. Now imagine version 2. They improve by just 1% every day. Not perfect, just slightly better. After 1 year, those tiny improvements become massive. The scary part? Both futures start with today's choices. Which version are you creating right now? Calendar appears with days 1 to 30. This isn't about becoming perfect. It's about proving something to yourself. That you can keep promises. For the next 30 days, you'll follow 4 simple rules. Rule 1. Show up every day, even if you only do 5 minutes. Rule 2. Never miss twice. 1 bad day doesn't matter. 2 bad days create a habit. Rule 3. Track your progress. What gets measured gets improved. Rule 4. Focus on consistency, not intensity. Tiny wins beat giant bursts of motivation. Every single time. Brain covered in cobwebs gets cleaned with a broom. Week 1 isn't about changing your life. It's about clearing the clutter. Start every morning without touching your phone. Yes, even for just 15 minutes, most people wake up and immediately let strangers control their mood. Emails, social media, news. Instead, sit quietly, stretch, drink water. Write 1 goal for the day. You're teaching your brain something powerful. I control my attention, not the internet. Tiny snowball rolls downhill and grows enormous. Here's a strange fact. Your brain loves winning. Even tiny victories release chemicals that make you want to continue. That's why making your bed, drinking 1 glass of water, reading 2 pages, can completely change your momentum. Success creates success. Failure creates more failure. Your mission isn't to have a perfect day. It's to create your first win before breakfast. Stick figure slowly transforms from weak posture to standing tall. You can't build a strong mind inside an exhausted body. Week 2 focuses on movement. Not because you need 6-pack abs, because exercise changes your brain. Even 20 minutes of walking can improve mood, memory, and focus. Sleep also becomes non-negotiable. Imagine trying to charge your phone using a broken cable. That's what life feels like without enough sleep. Want more energy? Protect your sleep before chasing another productivity hack. Healthy apple sitting next to donuts slowly becomes a donut. Here's something surprising. You're not as disciplined as you think. Neither is anyone else. Your environment often wins. If junk food sits on your desk, you'll probably eat it. If your phone stays beside your bed, you'll probably scroll. If books are hidden inside a drawer, you probably won't read them. Change the environment, and your behavior follows. Make good habits easy. Make bad habits inconvenient. Simple, powerful, life-changing. Brain levels up like a video game character. By now, most people would quit. This is where reinvention actually begins. Every day, learn something. Read 10 pages. Watch one educational video. Practice a skill. Your future income, your confidence, even your opportunities depend on what you know. Think about it. Every expert you admire started as a beginner. The only difference? They didn't stop learning. Stick figure puts on a superhero cape, then removes it to reveal confidence came from inside. People think confidence comes first. It doesn't. Action comes first. Confidence is the reward. Every promise you keep to yourself becomes evidence. Evidence builds belief. Belief builds confidence. That's why finishing a tiny task matters more than planning a huge dream. Confidence isn't something you find. It's something you earn. Old version fades away while confident version steps forward. Week 4 changes one thing, your identity. Stop saying, I'm trying to exercise. Say, I'm someone who exercises. Stop saying, I'm trying to read. Say, I'm a reader. This sounds small, but words shape identity. Identity shapes habits. Habits shape your future. Your brain starts looking for evidence to match the story you tell yourself. So tell a better story. Progress graph rises, suddenly drops, then rises much higher. Around day 20, something strange happens. Progress feels invisible. You wonder, is any of this even working? This is the danger zone. Most people quit here. Not because they're failing, because improvement becomes boring. But here's the truth. Bamboo spends years growing underground before suddenly shooting into the sky. Your progress is doing the same thing. Don't stop. You're closer than you think. Calendar flips rapidly from day 1 to day 30. 30 days later. Will you have a perfect life? No. Will every problem disappear? Of course not. But something much more valuable happens. You'll trust yourself again. You'll stop depending on motivation. You'll become someone who follows through. And that's the foundation of every successful person you've ever admired. Not talent, not luck. Trust in themselves. Stick figure reaches a mountain peak, then notices another mountain ahead. Here's the biggest surprise. The goal was never 30 days. 30 days is simply the beginning. Real reinvention never ends. You don't become successful, then stop growing. You grow, and success follows. One habit, one choice. One day at a time. Calendar changes into an upward arrow. Stick figure smiles confidently while viewers see a day 1 button. Imagine meeting yourself 1 year from today. Would that future version thank you? Or ask why you waited? Your new life doesn't begin on Monday, or next month, or next year. It begins with your next decision. So here's your challenge. Pick one habit. Commit to it for the next 30 days. No excuses, no perfection. Just consistency. And when you finish, come back and tell us what changed. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more self-improvement content explained with simple MS Paint style animations, and leave a comment below answering one question. What's the first habit you're going to start today? Thanks for watching. And remember, the person you'll become tomorrow is being built by the choices you make today.